Hey, this is Darner the Playmaker Silence here, and you're about to get ready to listen to my All Star Weekend preview episode. I just want to come on real quick and just to let you know that this episode was pre-recorded, so I have to make some corrections on the episode. First and foremost, Damian Lillard was injured on Wednesday night, therefore he will not be in the All Star game. But I'm still taking Team LeBron, and LeBron James will now be my MVP of the All Star game. So scratch out Damian Lillard as my All Star MVP and add in Team LeBron on that one. Also, Damian Lillard will not be in the 3-point contest, so they haven't announced his replacement. I'm pretty sure they would in due time, but I didn't have him winning it anyway. I had him in my top three, but nevertheless, that would not happen. But I'm still taking Duncan Robinson in that one. And one more thing, the D20 Playmaker is on Instagram, not Twitter. I said Twitter is on Instagram. Nevertheless, enjoy the episode. Hit me up if you have any questions, comments, or concern. Enjoy the show. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? This is your boy, your host, Darner the Playmaker Silence here from the Playmakers Bar podcast. And today, we're talking NBA basketball. You know, it's that week, it's that time of the weekend of the year where it's All-Star Weekend. So, we're going to talk about All-Star Weekend. We're going to get into the celebrity game, Rising Star game, Saturday night, and then the All-Star game featuring Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. That's what we're going to cover today. We're going to look at the NBA, see what's going on, who's doing good, who's doing not. So, that's where we're going to start, who's doing good and who's not. And after that, we're going to get an All-Star Weekend. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. As right now, we got 2 games on the docket before All-Star Weekend takes over. We have Oklahoma City Thunder, surprisingly, doing well against Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans at 8 o'clock. At the same time, at 8 o'clock, we got Kawhi Leonard and the LA Clippers on the road to Boston to take on Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, and the Celtics. 8 o'clock, that's on TNT. So, let's go ahead and get this out the way. You know, I like New Orleans over OKC, even though OKC is playing some good ball right now. Chris Paul is leading that team very well. Surprisingly, this team is fighting for a playoff spot. And then I'm gonna take Boston over the Clippers. I don't know what it is with the Clippers. They got destroyed. They got manhandled by Philly the other day. They got manhandled. Philly put it on them boys. 110-103. It was Kawhi Leonard scored 30, but it didn't matter. Philly, they must have heard somebody say something, because before then they didn't look good at all. And they put it on the Clippers. Even with the Clippers having Marcus Morris on the team, it didn't matter. Philly sent the message. But that's just one message. Y'all got to continue to send the message. You can't just do it for one game. You got to do it for multiple games. We need to see Joel Embiid play the way he played against the Clippers. We need to see Ben Simmons aggressive the way he was against the Clippers. They don't do that every game. That's why it's so disappointing that they in the 5th spot in the East. 5th spot in the East. So, yet again, I'm going to take the Celtics over the Clippers before All-Star Weekend. And we'll see how that goes. Now, let's look at these standings real quick. We're going to start in the East because I've been talking about the East, so let's start, y'all. Milwaukee, 6-game lead over Toronto for first place at 46-7. Toronto, who has won 15 straight, is at 40-14. The Boston Celtics, 3rd in the East, 37-16. Miami Heat, 4th, 35-18. Miami, led by Jimmy Butler and the young cats of Kendrick Nunn, Derrick Jones Jr., Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. These dudes are balling. And then you got the Philadelphia 76ers disappointing. 34-21 on the season, disappointing. We expected more from Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and the crew. We expected more from these guys. The Indiana Pacers, they got Oladipo back. They're sitting in the sixth spot right now, 31-23. We'll see how this team integrated with Oladipo is fully healthy and fully in shape and fully ready to be Oladipo again. You know, they won his first game back. They lost 6 in a row, but give them some time. Let Oladipo continue to find his legs real quick, and we'll go from there. 7th spot, you got the Brooklyn Nets, 24-28. A lot of games without Kyrie Irving, but we'll see how that rolls. And then my Orlando Magic surprises in the X spot because to me they're having a terrible season. They lost a lot of games. I'm looking like how y'all lose to this team and that team and this team and that team. Yeah, but they got the X spot right now. And then you got the Wizards, the Bulls, and the Pistons all at 19 wins. The Washington Wizards are at 19-33, the Chicago Bulls at 19-36, and the Detroit Pistons are at 19-37. Followed by the Charlotte Hornets and the New York Knicks being at 17 wins, with the Charlotte Hornets at 17-36, the New York Knicks at 17-37. The Atlanta Hawks down there at the bottom at 15-40, but only one team is worse than them, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the East, and they at 13-40. The Hawks and the Cavaliers have lost 40 games already. We know they're not making the playoffs. They're already at 40. There's only 82 games in the season. You already lost 40. So that's that. But Milwaukee's taking this by storm. They on track to get 70 wins. That'll be the third team in NBA history to reach the 71 mark in the season, along with the Bulls and the. So now let's go to the Western Conference and see what we're looking at here, because we know Milwaukee's controlling the East and but can continue to control the East. We'll see how Toronto finishes up, but let's go over to the Western Conference. LA Lakers 2-game lead over the Denver Nuggets for first place at 40-12. The Denver Nuggets in second place with 38-16. The other LA team, the LA Clippers, third place 37-17, followed by the Utah Jazz in fourth place 35-18. Houston Rockets going to the small ball now. Got 5-2 going to the small ball thing. Looks like it's working for them. So we looking at 34-20 for Houston Rockets. The OKC Thunder, surprising team, man. Very surprising along with the Heat. Chris Paul got this team in the sixth spot at 32-22. 7th spot is the Dallas Mavericks with the same record, 32-22, as the OKC Thunder. But OKC has the tiebreaker. And then the 8th spot. Just talking about a team with young talents. The Memphis Grizzlies, led by John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark. This team is on the rise. I would love to see them after what they do after All-Star break. I want to see what they do. Can they continue this run? Because not too far behind them, because they are at 27-26. Are the Grizzlies not too far behind us? The Portland Trailblazers, who probably has the hottest player in the league right now, and Damian Lillard, who is going off, scoring 50 and then 40 and 30 night after night after night. They did get robbed against the Utah Jazz. How you missed that? Highest 3 refs in the game. You clearly see the ball hit the backboard, and Rudy Gobert blocks it afterwards. And you say it can be easily a non-call. Really? These refs get me sometimes. I be wanting to go off on them, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to have fun today. Anyway, Portland Trail Blazers are at 25-30. San Antonio Spurs 23-31. Surprisingly, this team is fighting for a playoff spot still. Greg Popovich is doing some work with DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, and the crew. They're fighting for a playoff spot. With the same record as the San Antonio Spurs, the New Orleans Pelicans at 23-21. Sacramento Kings 21-32. The Phoenix Suns at 21-33. Minnesota Timberwolves 16-36, and the Golden State Warriors. Be prepared for this. The Golden State Warriors are 12-42. Yes, right. The Golden State Warriors, the team who was religiously in the championship game for like 5 years, don't have Steph Curry, don't have Klay Thompson, don't have Kevin Durant. Only thing they got Draymond Green. They traded Ray D'Angelo to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Andrew Wiggins and the company. 12-42. Yes, that is correct. So the team at the bottom of the barrel is the Golden State Warriors, which is the most dangerous thing you can think of right now. Because Golden State is the number one pick for the NBA lottery draft. You know how crazy this gonna be. Matter of fact, they even get a top 5 pick. But knowing that Klay Thompson and Steph Curry gonna be back, good gracious, good lord, I don't even want to think about it. That's how deep this can go for the Golden State Warriors on the blessing side. Good lord. So I'm saying like this as of right now, if the Clippers get healthy, the West is in trouble for this year. But if the Golden State Warriors get a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, the West is in trouble for years to come. Klay Thompson ain't going nowhere. Steph Curry ain't going nowhere. Draymond Green probably ain't going nowhere. So, and whoever they pick in the top 5, really, this is gonna be a nightmare for the Western Conference. Knowing that Golden State gonna be right back where they used to be at. This is an anomaly season for them. You got the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Who knows how long LeBron James gonna continue to play? But with him and Anthony Davis, the West is looking stacked. Russell Westbrook and James Harden in Houston with the small ball. Come on, man. This Memphis team I just told you about, John Morant, Jackson Jr. and Clark. These boys are balling. These boys ain't ashamed. These boys ain't afraid. They balling. The West is stacked and will forever be stacked. The East is trying to catch up. They trying, but Milwaukee with the Greek Freak, that team is ridiculous. So we're starting to see, even though Toronto lost Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green, they still balling. They won 15 straight. They're on a winning streak. This is ridiculous. Come from behind victories, blowout victories, blown leads, and still win victories. They have won every type of way you can think of in this 15-game winning streak. Well, 16 should be 16 because they did play Brooklyn yesterday. So, yeah, that should be something. Yeah, there should be 16. Now, got that out the way. It's gonna be interesting after the stretch, after the All-Star break, how this final stretch is gonna go for the NBA, especially in the West. Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers, Jazz, Rockets. Those are the main teams we're actually looking at. Grizzlies are on the rise, Mavericks on the rise, Thunder. We are surprised at the Thunder, but it's really between the Rockets, the Jazz, the Clippers, the Nuggets, and the Lakers. Those are the 5 teams we're looking at. That's it. And in the East, we're looking at the Bucks, the Raptors, the Celtics, the Heat, 76ers. We'll throw the Pacers in there when Victor Oladipo is fully ready to go, fully engaged, and fully 100%. So the parity in basketball now is a beautiful thing to watch, and we get to enjoy it for once. Not just in the NBA, but college basketball too. Cause we don't know who's gonna be dominant. We finally had a team that finally can stay ranked number 1 for the longest in the Baylor Bears, but look how long that took. Duke trying to get themselves together. Kentucky trying to get themselves together. North Carolina, this is a turmoil. North Carolina, that turmoil right now. I don't know what to say about the Tar Heels. My Gators, they in the turmoil too. So we don't know what's gonna happen with this March Madness team, especially in the women's too. Because UConn, nobody's fearing UConn no more. Did you see what Oregon did to UConn? Did you see what South Carolina did to UConn? Basketball period has parity in every level. NBA level, college basketball level, both men and women. We have parity going on around here. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. Now I digress. But that being said, they will be honoring Kobe during All-Star Weekend. I want to mention that. I have everything written down for All-Star Weekend. We're gonna get into all those. For All-Star Weekend, we're going to go up the celebrity game, the Rising Star Challenge, as I said in the intro. We're gonna see how everything wraps up and everything goes. With that being said, get ready for this because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to All-Star Weekend. Most of these guys that I named, these young cats that I named from the Grizzlies and the Heat, you're gonna see them in the Rising Challenge game. You're gonna see some of them perform on Saturday night. All right, so let's look at the celebrity game real quick.
You got Team Mike Wilbon, the home guy from Chicago, going against Team Stephen A. Smith, the one that everybody knows, either loves or hates. ESPN, First Take, stuff like that. Let's see. For Team Stephen A. Smith, who is the one team. Team captain will be Chance the Rapper. You got the reigning MVP from the Celebrity Game, and Quavo's coming back. You have Tyler Bennett, a rapper. You got Lois Hogginson from Chicago PD. My boy, hey. Let's go, Atwater. Let's go. I want to see what you can do on the hardwood outside of the filming industry. Let's see what kind of game you got. Anthony Spice Adams, the former D-Tackle in the NFL. Mark Lassalle, co-owner for the Milwaukee Bucks, is in this game. He's going to be on Team Stephen A. Smith. Ronnie 2K, the marketing director for 2K Sports, on Team Stephen A. Smith. Caitlin Osasi, the gymnast, along with Simona Biles. Look forward to seeing them at the Olympics. Well, Osasi will be a part of Team Stephen A. Smith. We'll see what kind of game she got. Loay Howie, the actor comedian. Let's see what kind of game you got, sir. You're a celebrity. We want to see. If you mess up, we will let you know about it. Darius Miles, former NBA legend, played 9 seasons. Was played with the Clippers, the Cavs, the Blazers, the Celtics, and the Grizzlies. Darius Miles, representing Team Stephen A. Smith. And Aja Wilson, the great player from the Las Vegas Ace WNBA. It's going good to see her in this game. See what she is going to do. And then we get to Team Wilbon. Team Wilbon here. Captain is Common. We know her very well. Actor and rapper. We know him very well. Speaking of rappers and recording artists, we have Bad Bunny. We saw him at the Super Bowl. He did very well with J-Lo and Shakira. He did very well. That was a very good halftime show. I digress. So he is in the Celebrity All-Star game. Then we got Hannibal Buress. We got him in there. Kane Brown, a 4-time AMA award-winning actor and artist. All right. John Boschnett, musician, band leader with the Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert. Alice Moffat, a comedian. You can make people laugh, but can you ball? That's the question. Chef Jose Andreas. Can you bring the cooking style to the court? Yes, sir. Famous Loss, comedian, social media influencer. Jay Nana, recording artist. Chelsea Gray for the United LA Sparks, by the way. And then former NBA legend, played 13 seasons for the Clippers, Suns, Knicks. He and the Magic's Quentin Richardson. That is Team Wilbon. I'm taking Team Stephen A. Smith. I'm picking Cravo to be back-to-back MVP. I ain't gonna waste too much time on the All-Star Celebrity game. I'm just gonna pick Team Stephen A. Smith. Cravo my MVP. We're gonna take a break right there. We got started on All-Star Weekend. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna get into the rest of All-Star Weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and all right. So we already talked about Celebrity Game. That's Friday night. For those who don't know, Valentine's Day, February 14th, 7 o'clock ESPN. But let's get into the real heart of the matter when it comes to All-Star Weekend. So once you get to 9 o'clock, guys, before I continue on, make sure you got your girl something very nice for her for Valentine's Day. You know how women are about days like this. They want to feel so special. Make sure you do it right, fellas. You do it right, you get what you want. Please, guys, do it. Don't make us look bad. Do it right for the fellas, okay? Do it right for the fellas, all right? And ladies, don't forget about your man. Your man got feelings too. He probably don't show it a lot. He has feelings too. So make sure you get him something too. That way, when he spoils you on this day, you can give him something a little back, and y'all can enjoy the night together. But for those of us who are into basketball and love basketball and ready to watch basketball, after the Celebrity All-Star Game on ESPN, 9 o'clock, turn to TNT, because TNT gets to have their fun for All-Star Weekend with the Rising Stars game. And this year it would be the world versus the USA, as like they did previous years, keeping that going. Um, the, both teams will be having patches on, but the non-stars communicating with the non-victims that was lost in that terrible helicopter crash, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna Bryant. So for the Rising Star game, you will see a patch on everybody's jersey with 9 stars on it for that horrific and tragic helicopter crash that took 9 lives. Now, with that being said, let's look at the world team. The world team here: Nikhil Alexander Walker from the New Orleans Pelicans, DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns, RJ Barrett from the New York Knicks, Brandon Clark from the Memphis Grizzlies, Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Wayu Hamachioi from the Washington Wizards, Shai Melakalam from the Detroit Pistons. Hope I pronounced your last name correctly, sir. If I didn't, I apologize. Josh OKG from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Same thing. Hope I pronounced your last name correctly. If I didn't, forgive me. And Mo Radner with the Washington Wizards. It's an interesting world team there. Very interesting world team there. Let's take a look at the U.S. team. The guys that we represent the U.S. And for the U.S. team, Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets, Wendell Carter Jr. from the hosting town Chicago Bulls, Devontae Graham also for the Charlotte Hornets, Colin Sexton from the Cleveland Cavaliers, who is replacing, by the way, Tyler Hero of the Miami Heat due to his foot injury. He still isn't ready to play. Hopefully, after All-Star Weekend and when the games pick back up on the 20th, which will be on the Thursday, he'll be ready to go for the Miami Heat. That's more important than All-Star Weekend. We would like to see Tyler Hero perform this All-Star Weekend, but just priorities, people. He plays for the Miami Heat first and foremost. So yeah, let's get him ready before anything else. You have Jared Jackson Jr. of the Memphis Grizzlies, as I talked about earlier, and also from the Memphis Grizzlies, John Morant. So let's see what these guys do in the All-Star. Kendrick Nunn of the Miami Heat, great young player. Eric Pascal from the Golden State Warriors, P.J. Washington from the Charlotte Hornets, and of course Zion Williamson from the New Orleans Pelicans, and Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. So that's what we have for the U.S. team. It's good to see. Let's see what's going to happen here going forward from there. And, I'm thinking about this. I think the world has won the last two. I'm not sure on that. Let me look that up. Let's see what we can find. By the way, I'm taking Team USA in this one. And John Morant will be my MVP, by the way. For those who are interested in who I'm picking. Team USA, John Morant, MVP. That's who I'm going with. And hold on, let me get right here. Going to the event page on NBA.com right now. And I'm looking and interesting. So Nikhil Alexander Walker is from Canada, along with RJ Barrett, Brandon Clark. Luka Doncic is obviously so solid, you know that. Hachimura is from Japan. Radner is German. Josh Okiju is might look like somewhere in Africa. DeAndre Ayton definitely from Africa, look like Brazil. So So that's the world team. No, it doesn't show me. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Last year, 2019, the U.S. team won 61-144 as Kyle Kuzma was the MVP. Matter of fact, where's Kyle Kuzma when it comes to the Lakers? Just wondering. Just a question. What's Kyle Kuzma? So right now, the U.S. has the upper hand right now. So the world team looking to bounce back, and we'll see. Because I like Team U.S. I like Team USA, led by John Morant, to win this one. So that's that. Let's move forward to Saturday night. That will be Saturday, February 15, 8 p.m. on TNT. And we have 3 competitions, as always. We have the Taco Bell Skills Challenge, we have the Mountain Dew 3-point contest, and we have the AT&T Slam Dunk contest. For the Taco Bell Skills Challenge, first and foremost, we have Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. We have Spencer Dinwiddie from the Brooklyn Nets. We have DeMontis Sabonis from the Indiana Pacers. Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors. Patrick Beverley from the LA Clippers. Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder, who is replacing Derrick Rose due to injury, by the way. And the defending champ, Jason Tatum from last year. I have Pascal Siakam and I have Spencer Dinwiddie going head to head. I got Pascal Siakam winning for the big men, and I got Spencer Dinwiddie winning from the guards, and I got Pascal Siakam from the Toronto Raptors taking home the Taco Bell Skills Challenge. Now, y'all probably give me like, y'all no love for Jason Tatum. To be honest, Jason Tatum won it last year. He can definitely do it again this year. But I just got a feeling Spencer Dinwiddie might get him this year. You might catch him this year. But I think Pascal Siakam, the way he's playing, the way he's having fun right now, the way he's doing with Toronto, I like Pascal Siakam taking another title back home to the Toronto Raptors. Up north, we the North. Rise up. Now let's move forward to the Mountain Dew 3-point contest. This might be the most exciting one out of all 3. I'm just gonna say that right now. This might be the most exciting contest out of all 3 of them. It might be the 3-point contest. Davis Barton from the Washington Wizards, the defending champ Joe Harris from the Brooklyn Nets, Zach LaVine for the Chicago Bulls, Duncan Robinson, another one of the Miami Heat young guys that went along with Jimmy Butler doing their thing. Duncan Robinson from the Miami Heat. Devontae Graham from the Charlotte Hornets. Buddy Hield from the Sacramento Kings. Damian Lillard, the man who's been tearing up the league since the halfway break. Oh, my goodness. And since the tragic death of Kobe Bryant, that man's been unstoppable. Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. Look at this. Harris won it last year. Duncan Robinson's a sniper. Buddy Hield's been on the tear from 3-point range. Damian Lillard's been on the tear, period. And it's Trae Young. We know about what Trae Young can do. Trae Young can shoot from anywhere, just like Steph Curry. So, who do you go with? I got 3 guys I'm looking at. The defending champ, Joe Harris. Bad respect. Damian Lillard. That man's been on the tear. I can't deny it. And I'm looking at Duncan Robinson from the Miami Heat. And you know what? I thought long and hard about this. I'm taking Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat to win the 3-point contest. I'm taking the young cat. The young cat's going to show up. The young cat's going to do his thing. And the young cat's taking home the hardware for the Miami Heat. Duncan Robinson, your 3-point champion. That's what I'm going for. And then we get to the third and final contest of the evening for Saturday night. As always, that, and we looking for it to be spectacular. We want it back to being exciting. It hasn't been exciting for a long time. Maybe this is the group that can make it exciting again. This is the AT&T Slam Dunk Contest. Pat Connaughton from the Milwaukee Bucks. Aaron Gordon from my Orlando Magics. Dwight Howard, who used to play for my Orlando Magic and won a dunk contest with my Orlando Magic back in 2008. Now he's with the Los Angeles Lakers, his second stint with the Los Angeles Lakers. And then another young cat from the Miami Heat, Derrick Jones Jr. Ugh. Connaughton, Gordon, Howard, Jones Jr. This dunk contest better be special. It better be special. Or I'm going to be like Stephen A. Smith and be like, oh, no, you didn't. I still might do it. I want to do it in a good way, though. I'm going to do it in a good way. I'm going to be like, oh, no, you didn't. Just do that dunk. But let's be on the real tip. I have Aaron Gordon going against Derrick Jones Jr., which means it's going to be an all Florida final dunk contest. Meaning the dunk title's coming back to Florida in some form or fashion. You know, Derrick Jones Jr., that boy's bad. That's a bad boy there. But my boy Aaron Gordon, he got robbed back in 2014 or 2015 when it wasn't the years that Levine won his second one. That supposed to been Aaron Gordon one. Aaron Gordon supposed to have won that one. There's no way in the world he should have lost that one. Them judges, that was bogus. You lucky I don't know who the judges is this year because I call them out on this podcast. But I don't know because they ain't giving me that list. They knew not to give me that list. But it's all good. It's all good. I will be watching. With that being said, I'm taking my boy Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon is going to take on the title he should have took on back in 2014, 2015. He should have already been a dunk contest champion. Aaron Gordon, 2020 Slam Dunk Champion. Let's go. So, that's a recap real quick. I got Pascal Siakam winning the skills challenge for the big man. I got Duncan Robinson winning the three-point contest. And I got Aaron Gordon winning the slam dunk contest. That's what we got for Saturday night. And also, that's a recap of the Rising Star game. I got Team USA winning and John Morant being MVP. We're going to take a break right here. And after this break, we're going to get into the All-Star game. We're going to talk about all the rules. And we're going to talk about all the other news that's going on around the league. So stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we got one more thing to talk about when it comes to All-Star Weekend. And that's the All-Star game itself. And we got some changes that took place for this All-Star game this year. Especially with the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. Y'all probably heard this 1,000 times. Y'all gonna hear it even more this weekend. And I've got some more Kobe news about when we get ready to close out the show, but I'll do that later. So, the NBA has announced a new format for the 2020 NBA All-Star Game designed to increase the level of competition throughout the game, provide additional excitement at the finish, and making the outcome of every quarter count for charity. So that's what we're doing here. So each quarter will be, whoever wins each quarter is for charity. We're going to get dive into that. So here we go. The NBA All-Star Game will have two main changes for this year. Number one, every quarter counts for charity. The All-Star teams will compete to win each quarter for Chicago's based community organizations. Meaning, Giannis Antetokounmpo has an organization that they're playing for, and LeBron James and his team, they have an organization that they're playing for. So with that being said, that's how the game's going to work. It's playing for charity. And then, number two, the fourth quarter will be an on-time quarter, and the teams will play to a final target score, meaning that the game will end with a made basket or a made free throw instead of with the clock running out. Meaning, once we get to the fourth quarter, that's an on-time quarter. There's a set target score a team must get for the game to end. All right, now let's go into further details about these rules that I just read off to you. Each of the first three quarters will begin with the score 0-0 and will last for 12 minutes, like a regular game. First quarter, 12 minutes, Second quarter, 12 minutes, Third quarter, 12 minutes, Now, at the start of the fourth quarter, the game clock will be turned off and the final target score will be set. The final target score will be determined by taking the leading team's total cumulative score from the first three quarters and adding 24 to it. Once the final target score is set, the teams will play an on-time fourth quarter, and the first team to reach the final target score will win the All-Star game. Now, This is what happened. This is an example of it. If the cumulative score of the first three quarters is like 100 to 95, the final target score will be set at 124, thus the number 24 being represented by Kobe Bryant. So that this is a way for them to honor Kobe Bryant. So when the fourth quarter hits, whoever's leading, whatever the team that's leading, their score will be added to 24 to set the target score for both teams to reach, no matter what. That's one way they're honoring Kobe. I get to the other way they're honoring Kobe when I get to the roster. So back to the saying, if the score is 100 to 95 after three quarters, the set score is 124, meaning the team who has 100 needs to get 24 points to win, and then the team who is trailing, who has 95 points, will need 29 to win. So it's pretty much you're playing a regular game for the first three quarters, 12 minutes each quarter. Then the fourth quarter is almost like a game of 21. The first one to get to that target score wins. That's pretty much what it is, but it's a team concept in this. The NBA incorporated 24 points into the calculation of the final target score to honor the late Kobe Bryant, who wore 24 for his final 10th season of his career. Also, the reason why they are competing to win each of the first three quarters is this. Each All-Star team will play for a Chicago-based charity beneficiary as selected by the team captains Giannis Antetokounmpo or the Milwaukee Bucks and LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers. Charitable donations will be awarded as following. The community organization selected by the winners of each of the first three quarters will receive $100,000, a total of $300,000 donated to a charity for those three quarters. Meaning if Team LeBron wins the first quarter, that's $100,000 to that charity. If Team Giannis wins the second quarter, that's $100,000 to that charity. If Team Giannis wins the second quarter, that's $2,000 to that charity because they won two quarters. So $100,000, $200,000 to that charity. That's for the first three quarters. The team that wins the NBA All-Star Game, which is the fourth quarter, whoever wins the fourth quarter, which is the target score, will earn $2,000 for that charity. So there's a total of $500,000 up for grabs in the All-Star Game. The first quarter is worth $100,000. The second quarter is worth $100,000. The third quarter is worth $100,000. But the fourth quarter is worth $200,000. So, those of us who were good at math and know how to count, we got 3 ones and a 2 adds up to 5. So there's a total of $500,000 up for grabs in the All-Star Game. Now, if one team wins every quarter, which means if Team Giannis won every quarter, first, second, third, and fourth quarter, that's $500,000 to that charity. But LeBron's team would get $100,000 towards that charity that they're playing for. That's if one team racks up all the quarters. Other than that, whatever the teams racked up for their charity is what they get. Now, here's the kicker. What happens if there's a tie? Some of you might be asking. What if there's a tie? How does that work out? So this is what it says. If the first or second quarter ends in a tie, the $100,000 charity awards for that quarter will be added to the next quarter's award. So if there's a tie in the first quarter, then the second quarter will be worth $200,000. If there's a tie in the second quarter, the third quarter will be worth $200,000. So there's a tie, nobody wins the quarter, that money moves over to the next quarter. It gets added to the next quarter. But if there's a tie at the end of the third quarter, the $100,000 reward will move on to the fourth quarter. So, like I said, if the first quarter ends in a tie, the second quarter is worth $200,000. If the second quarter ends in a tie, it's worth $200,000 in the third quarter. If both the first and second quarter ends in a tie, that's $300,000 for the third quarter. But if the third quarter ends in a tie, $30,000 will be moved to the fourth quarter. $200,000 plus that $100,000 from the tie. $300,000 for the fourth quarter. That's how that will work. And this is just a way to honor Kobe. This is what they want to do. I know it's complicated, and I know it sounds crazy, but this is what the NBA decided to do. They wanted to honor Kobe in a way that they could. Just what they chose. So that's what it is. That's how it is. So now let's go ahead and dive into the rosters of each team, shall we? Well, LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo, they picked their teams. They did it on TNT right before Giannis took on the Philadelphia Sixers and before LeBron James took on the Houston Rockets. First, they split the draft up into two sections: the starters and the reserves. For the starters, you had Joel Embiid, Pascal Siakam, Luka Doncic, James Harden, Kemba Walker, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Trae Young. For your starters, LeBron James got the honorary to pick first, and we all know who he picked first. He picked his teammate, Anthony Davis, first. So Anthony Davis is on Team LeBron, and Giannis came back. He took Joel Embiid for Team Giannis. Then LeBron took, surprisingly, Kawhi Leonard from the LA Clippers. As we can see, it's an LA connection going on right here already. All the LA All-Stars are on one team, Team LeBron. You got LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. It's LA all over. But you know what? Giannis didn't panic. He stood and he said, okay. He took Pascal Siakam. I can tell you this right now. Let's let them six play each other. I'm watching every time. Giannis teaming when they beat and Pascal Siakam against LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. Y'all can play the game of 24 just between them six right there, 3-on-3. I'm interested. I don't know about y'all, but I'm interested in that. Just like that. That's what I'm interested in. But you got two more spots to fill. So LeBron James next pick, he took Luka Doncic. So Giannis had to come back and take Kemba Walker. And then rounding out the starters, James Harden was taken by LeBron, and that left Trae Young to go to Giannis. So the starting five for the All-Star game is LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, and James Harden for Team LeBron. And your starters for Team Giannis is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Pascal Siakam, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young. As you can see, is looking like West versus East. Laker, Clipper, Mav, Rocket. Bucks, Sixers, Raptor, Celtics, Hawks. That's where it's looking. Let's see how they do with the reserves. Now, the reserves will consist of Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Chris Middleton, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Rudy Gobert, Kyle Lowry, Brandon Ingram, Donovan Mitchell, Domantas Sabonis, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, the Joker, Nikola Jokic. That's your reserves. So, Team Giannis had the first pick of the reserves, and just like LeBron James, he took his teammate, Chris Middleton. So LeBron had to bounce back, and he knew what was coming. He took Damian Lillard. And then Giannis took Bam Adebayo, which was a good pick for me. I like it. I like the pick. Giannis teaming with Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is a baller. He's holding down the paint. I like it. And then LeBron is like, yo, I got to match it. So he took Ben Simmons. Let's see how that works. Because Giannis came back and took Rudy Gobert. It's like, ooh, okay. LeBron seen that, and he's like, I got to take the Joker. I got to take Nikola Jokic. I got to take him. I got to take my boy from Denver. Good. And, Giannis said, let me go ahead and let me get Jimmy Butler. You grab Jimmy Butler. LeBron came back with Jason Tatum. Giannis took Kyle Lowry. LeBron took his boy Chris Paul. Can't blame him. Chris Paul was still on the board. Can't blame him. He took his buddy. That made Giannis come back and take Brandon Ingram. And then, LeBron James is all about teammate. He's all about team first. So he took Russell Westbrook because he already had James Harden. So he took Russell Westbrook to go along with him. And then for the final pick, Team Giannis took Donovan Mitchell. And that just left the Masters Sabonis of the end of the league with LeBron James. So your all-star teams are Team LeBron, led by LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, and James Harden as your starters. And on the bench, Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, and the Masters Sabonis. That's Team LeBron. Team Giannis consists of Giannis Antetokounmpo, Pascal Siakam, Kemba Walker, Trae Young as your starters. Coming off the bench, Chris Middleton, Bam Adebayo, Rudy Gobert, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Brandon Ingram, and Donovan Mitchell. Like I said, it's pretty much East versus West. So for like Team LeBron, everybody's from the West except for Jason Tatum, who's Boston, Sabonis, who is Indiana, and Ben Simmons, who is Philadelphia. There's three players. The rest of them is from the West. LeBron James, Anthony Davis for the LA Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for the LA Clippers, Luka Doncic for the Mavericks, James Harden, Russell Westbrook for the Houston Rockets, Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers, the Joker Luka Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, and Chris Paul from OKC. Same thing for Team Giannis. It's like the East team with a couple of West players. Your West players on Team Giannis is Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz, and Brandon Ingram from the New York Pelicans. Everybody else is from the East. Giannis and Chris Middleton from Milwaukee, Joel Embiid from the 76ers, Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry from the Toronto Raptors, Kemba Walker from the Boston Celtics, Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks, Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. It's pretty much East versus West. You know what, Snowman? I'm gonna shout you out, Snowman. Brian Snow, I'm gonna shout you out because you when I came on your show and we talked about the All-Star game, you was like, this make it East versus West. You basically got what you wanted. It's basically East versus West in this one. So we're gonna see how this goes and everything. But I'm gonna shout you out, Snowman. You was on that one. You was on that one. I give you that one. Now we don't went through the rules. We don't went through the teams. We don't laid it all. We laid the foundation out. So LeBron James also was able to pick which number of the two numbers to honor Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna Bryant for the game. LeBron James saying his team will be wearing number 2 for Gianna Bryant, which means Team Giannis will be wearing 24 in honor of Kobe Bryant. More ways they are honoring the late Kobe Bryant and the other victims that was severely lost in this helicopter crash. By the way, just like in the Rising Star Challenge, the All-Star game, not only will the numbers were chosen, they will also be wearing a patch that has the 9 stars on it, like the Rising Star teams, representing the other victims that was lost, including Kobe and Gianna. So that's the way they are doing it on this one. It's interesting to see how this game goes. So right now, as I look at it, let's go. We're going to go quarter by quarter on who I got winning. So let's go this route. I'm taking Team LeBron to win the first quarter. I got them winning, let's say, 40-35. And I got Team Giannis winning the second quarter. Team Giannis is going to win the second quarter with the score of, we'll say, 38-35. 38-35. Team Giannis will win the third quarter, in which it will come down to that. We're going to say, let's go with 36-32. So I got Team LeBron winning the first quarter. That's $100,000 going towards the charity of LeBron choice. I got Team Giannis winning the second and third quarter, so that's $200,000 going to the charity of Giannis. So right now we will enter the fourth quarter with a score of Team LeBron having 107 to Team Giannis's 109 to 107. That's the score I got going to the fourth quarter. So you got 24 to that. That means the target score would be 133 would be the target score. And Team LeBron would take it 133 to 130. Team LeBron will win the NBA All-Star game 133 to 130. So that will leave Team LeBron taking home $300,000 to that charity up in Chicago. To Giannis's $200,000 for that other charity that he chose for Chicago. 21 for Team Giannis. And I'm picking Damian Lillard to take home All-Star MVP. I'm picking Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard will be the one to spark the comeback, to lead the comeback, and finish off the comeback for Team LeBron. I'm taking Damian Lillard the hot hand. That's what I got, yeah. All-Star Weekend, we're honoring Kobe Bryant. Still unbelievable that this man is gone at the age of 41. Even more sad that his daughter, Gianna, is gone, and she was looking forward to pick up the mantle that Kobe Bryant left and taking it over to the WNBA. And to be honest, she looked, the videos that they showed, she was looking good. She was looking like she was going to be the next Mamba of basketball. It looked good. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to get to see that. It's a sad thing that we had to bear witness to. It's a sad thing that we had to get the news about. But I credit everybody who did they contribute episodes to them and stuff like that, and did everything that they could. Speaking of which, Kobe and Gianna was laid to rest this week. I want to say yesterday that was laid to rest in a private funeral near the Bryant home. There will be a celebration service of Kobe Bryant at the Staples Center on the 24th of this month. I believe that is on a Monday, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's on a Monday. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully that will be televised. And if it is, I'm pretty sure all the major sports networks and probably some of the news networks will have that coverage of the celebration of Kobe Bryant. The man was great. I'm not gonna do a long one like I did. That's why I did the Kobe Bryant episode. But 20 years, all with LA, all with the Lakers. 5-time champion, 18-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star, MVP. But the best thing, just like LeBron said, probably the best dad in the 3 years he had after basketball. Raising his 4 daughters, including Gianna, being a husband to Vanessa. And my heart goes out to Vanessa, and I thank her for showing her the strength that she is showing through this time, not only losing her husband, but losing her daughter. It's just a terrible thing when a child leaves before the parent. But the strength that Vanessa is showing is amazing. We should all be encouraged by Vanessa Bryant and the courage that she is showing to fight through this time, this tough time. This is a really tough time. All kudos and props goes out to her. And as we're going to close out this episode. Look at some more news. Oh, Steve Nash had a talk with James Harden about Mike D'Antoni. Probably about the small ball, because anybody know about the small ball, it is definitely Steve Nash. Sometime at Phoenix, he was there. Him, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Merriman, and that crew. I don't think that probably would have helped him if it was actually bigger. But around that time, you had to deal with the Lakers when they had Kobe and Shaq. And then after that, Duncan and Robinson, Ginobili, Parker for the San Antonio Spurs. So. Let's see how this works. So the small ball is working though. They are 5-2 in 7 games with the small ball. They're 5-2, so it's working so far. But that's not what we all focusing on. If you focusing on how they look in the regular season, don't be. I don't know why y'all would do that. What you gonna do in the playoffs, especially James Harden, who has come up short on numerous occasions? That's all I want to know. That's what I want to know. That's it. Especially since y'all trade Clinton Bud to the Hawks. Now, got Robert Covington back from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that glorious mess. Speaking of God, Andre Drummond getting traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers by the Detroit Pistons. Still to this day, I don't know why. And I don't understand why. And I probably would never understand why. That's one of them trades that's stupid. Just dumb. Why? Speaking of the Cavaliers, Kevin Love has a sore Achilles, so he was sidelined against the Hawks last night. So he didn't even play against the Hawks. Probably didn't even need him because y'all terrible anyway. Both teams are terrible. It is what it is. One of the interesting trades that happened, Andre Iguodala going to Miami team up with Jimmy Butler and this young crew of Kendrick Nunn, Derrick Jones Jr., Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and the company. That's gonna be interesting. Along with Jay Crowder. That's man. Look here. If Milwaukee went on the tear that they was in right now, along with Toronto Raptors, we'll be looking at the Miami Heat like, yo, like this is actually happening right now. So this is what we're looking at right now. Shout out to Zion Williamson. He dropped 31 the other day as they took down who did they beat the other day? He dropped 31, a career high in a victory, which is very, very good to see from Zion Williamson. He's learning. He's getting in the game. Against the Portland Trailblazers, matter of fact, against Damian Lillard and company. Matter of fact, how many points did Damian Lillard have in that game? How many points he had in that game on Tuesday? Zion dropped 31. Damian Lillard. I'm guessing Damian Lillard has some rate in the 30s. And he's been scoring ridiculously like it wasn't nothing. Let's see. Damian Lillard had 20 points from Damian Lillard. 20 points from CJ McCullough. Right side came back, had 17. Carmelo Anthony had 18. Yeah. Slow down a bit. But y'all couldn't slow down Zion, could y'all? Because Zion put up 31. That man put up 31 on y'all. He was not having it today. I almost had a double-double. He had 31 and 9. JJ Redick put in 21. You had Drew Holiday put in 16. Josh Hart put in 17. That's a good thing with them. And speaking of which, I think if I remember correctly, that put Zion Williamson in a rare cat in an elite class with that game. I'm about to read an article here on NBA.com about Zion Williamson. With career night, Zion Williamson joins exclusive company. It says, in his first 8 games, Zion Williamson scored 20 points or more 6 times. On Tuesday night, Zion Williamson topped 30 points for the first time as he led New Orleans Pelicans to a 138-117 victory over the Portland Trailblazers. Zion Williamson's explosiveness was on display. He mixed spinning dribbles and certain baseline drives into his usual arsenal for soaring transition dunks and tumultuous putbacks. Zion Williamson finished with 31 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists in 28 minutes. Only 3 19-year-olds previously have put up at least 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Luka Doncic. Zion Williamson is the first rookie since Dikembe Mutombo in 1991-92 to score at least 14 points in each of his first 9 career NBA games. Zion Williamson is the third player with 7 20-point games in his first 10 games over the last 30 years, joining Grant Hill and Shaquille O'Neal. Zion Williamson is on a mission, man. Zion Williamson is doing his thing. Zion, keep doing it, man. Keep growing. You on your way, sir. You are on your way. All right, so with all that being said right there and there, that's a quick recap. I got Team Stephen A. Smith winning the celebrity game with Carvo going back-to-back MVP for the celebrity game. I got Team USA winning the Rising Stars game. And I got John Morant taking home MVP. I got Pascal Siakam winning the skills challenge to kick off Saturday night, followed by Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat winning the 3-point contest, and then Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic taking home the dunk contest. And then for the All-Star game itself, I got Team LeBron taking home the All-Star game 133-30 as the charity that's represented by Team LeBron would get $300,000, and the charity organization represented by Team Giannis would take home $200,000. My MVP will be Damian Lillard. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking your time out of your day. If you listen to us on RTS Sports Network, the Network of Champions at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., thank you for your good time. Thank you for listening. For those of you who are listening to me from on Anchor, thank you. If you listen to me on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, go ahead, give us a rate, leave a review on Apple. If you listen to us on Spotify, go ahead and follow us and keep up with all our newest episodes. We also on iHeartRadio. We are on Stitcher. We are on Radio Public, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Overcast. Just about almost everything you can think of, we're on it. And coming up tomorrow, we're dropping a new episode with Dallas Glenn. Dallas Glenn will be getting us started with the out-season talks for college football and the NFL. We're not covering the XFL. We're going to sit back. We're going to do what we normally do. We're not going to do too much. So Dallas Glenn will be on tomorrow, giving you some NFL out-season talks and possibly talking about what's going on with Michigan State, what's going on in the NFL and stuff like that. Be on the lookout. We're getting ready to make some merchandise for you guys, so you can buy some merch and show your support with us. We're gonna bring you the Olympics too. We're gonna find time to do it, but we got a team of 4: myself, Dallas Glenn, Alex, and Justin. Man, we are all going to cover the Olympics for you guys this summer. As we get closer to the summer, I will break it down how we're gonna go and who's gonna cover what. But with that being said, the Playmakers Pod on Facebook, Playmakers on Twitter. You can get at me personally down there, the Playmakers Songs on Facebook, D20 Playmaker on Twitter, Playmaker20 on Twitter. Get at me, holler at me, let you know what you think, what I can do to get better, what's good about me, what I need to work on, stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Thank you for your time. I'll talk to y'all next week.